think everybody forgot what my son looks like, and I know Harrison don't care about it, but that's my son. That's why you killed Harrison.
30 years after he took part in the murder of their loved ones, family members of Renee Crawl Rawlings and Brian Scotty Stevenson had the chance to address Theodore Harrison Jr. directly in court last week. Harrison and Robert Moore pled guilty to the 1988 double murder and armed robbery of Rawlings and Stevenson in 1990 and were to never leave prison. However, a series of U.S. and state Supreme Court decisions have paved the way for any juvenile previously sentenced to life without the chance of parole to get a new sentencing hearing. Brad Stevenson, Brian's younger brother, told Judge Mark Hayes that Harrison's life was filled with bad and dangerous choices.
Judge, I just have a few things to say. Thank you for letting me speak here today. I wrote a lot of stuff down. Words can't describe what we went through. Trauma, as they brought up in childhood, is that's when your brother gets murdered when you're 15 years old. You try to be strong for your parents, but you got yourself sleep every night. Let's not forget, my brother was a child too when he was murdered. He was just 18 years old. He don't have a chance for a second life. Never will. You know, life's all about choices you make. This man has clearly never made a good choice in his life. Every choice he has made has been bad choices. He has no regard for law, no regard for human life. Let's not forget, he didn't only murder my brother Renee, he also kidnapped 2 other people, and I'm sure we're planning on doing the same thing to them.
Stevenson's mother, Kay, referenced testimony that Rawlings' mother, Linda Crawl, delivered on Monday. On Monday, she had stated that the death of her daughter has caused her to develop mental illness, which Stevenson said she has dealt with as well.
She stated that she wanted to commit suicide, and so did I, so many times. Because the pain is it just seemed easier to commit suicide than to live with the pain that we were feeling. But I had Brad. I had another son that I needed to take care of. That's my only reason for living right there. Miss Corral, that was her only child. He killed her only child for a car. That psychologist got up here Monday and stated a whole bunch of stuff, but said his brain wasn't developed at 16. Well, my son's wasn't developed either, but he knew right from wrong, as Mr. Harrison did. Thank you, Your Honor.
Harrison and Moore each implicated the other as the triggerman in the double murder. Johnny Stevenson, Brian's father, said fingerprints of Moore found on the hood of Rawlings' car, which Harrison and Moore made the two drive to a secluded area where they would be murdered, indicate to him that it was Harrison who fired the fatal shots.
His fingerprint was the only one on the hood of the car, y'all, and it's in your paperwork, I think. And the reason why Moore said on the hood of the car was, he was the lookout guy. He wanted to make sure that nobody walked up on him. And nobody walked up on him while Harrison took him up and they killed him. It's not right, John.
Johnny Stevenson told Judge Mark Hayes that for the safety of the public, Harrison should stay behind bars.
I would hate to, I know that he's going to kill again. Ain't no doubt in my mind he's not going to kill again. And I would hate to be the one that had to stand up in front of that family and tell them I had the power to keep them down there where he wouldn't kill nobody. And I just pray, Your Honor, that you don't let them out of prison. You know, thank you, sir.
Harrison was granted the opportunity to speak in court and apologize to the families of the victims.
I also start by saying that I am completely and totally sorry for all the pain that I caused all the family, including my own family. I take full responsibility for my actions because I know my actions had consequences that at the time I didn't even think about. It didn't even register. But I know my actions had consequences that had caused a lot of people a lot of pain for the last 30 years. And I'm truly and deeply sorry. And I know my apology is not going to change what happened. And I know you may never forgive me. All I can do is just strive to find some kind of way to forgive myself so that I can move forward and be better than who I was.
Specifically, Harrison apologized to Rawlings' mother for the mental illness that his actions caused her. His defense team said that 20 years in solitary confinement, which came after his alleged involvement in a prison riot, caused him to suffer from paranoia, hypertension, anxiety, and hallucinations.
And Monday, I wanted so bad to say something to Ms. Crawford because when she started talking about the mental health, I understand that. I understand that firsthand, and I know the pain because, like I said before, that's a pain that you feel that's not physical. It's inside, and when it comes, it burns. It don't just linger like you got a cut, like you got a bruise. It actually burns inside because it's inside the brain, and then from the brain it goes inside the body. This is what I experienced firsthand, and I'm truly sorry that I caused her and all the families that pain. I am. You may not believe me, but I do. I'm truly sorry. And
The defense argued that Harrison's time in solitary confinement was akin to torture. They said that he had educated himself on the law to the point that he filed the suit that got him out of solitary confinement. He's only a few classes away from obtaining a paralegal's license, they said, and has jobs waiting on him should he be released from prison. The state countered that Harrison allegedly stabbed 2 prison guards in the mid-1990s during a prison riot, has orders of separation that prevent him from contacting 10 Department of Corrections employees and 2 fellow inmates, sometimes does not want to take his antipsychotic medication, and was not an impetuous, immature child at the time of the murders or of the subsequent carjacking that he took part in. Hayes will issue a decision on this case by month's end.